booger. Like, I used to eat boogers when I was a kid, you know? And it's like...
I love the fact
I don't know.
we were just starting to record that.
I don't know why, like, anyone would want to eat this stuff willingly, but...
Oh, that's awesome.
So you brought it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be life-changing and historic, maybe. I don't know.
It's the turning point of all of our careers, I think.
Shout out to Bea Boozled for sponsoring this podcast
Yeah.
today.
Sold the stock that I don't have in them.
Yeah. Yep, 90% of my stuff is in Bea Boozled.
Yeah. To the moon. To the moon.
I am going to ride or die
GameStop.
with Bea
Yeah.
Boozled.
Well, everybody knows that.
Oh, man.
So good.
Oh,
And
that is so funny.
I gotta look at my calendar here. Let's make sure which.
Honestly, there's probably one thing that could have ever gotten me to agree to play this game.
And it was Bracston.
It is somebody coming onto the podcast and saying, I think we should do this on the podcast, and then you agreeing, and it's just like...
It's happening.
I've turned this
Buckle
game
up.
down so many times.
I think that's
This
awesome.
is, I feel honored.
I'm honestly terrified of this
It's
game. I have some pretty serious anxiety right now.
yeah, I feel like psychologists talk about like exposure to your biggest fears and stuff. Here we go.
Yeah.
I think.
You're diving in head first.
Well, speaking of diving in head first, I think we should just get started.
Oh yeah.
Right down to it.
Sweet beat.
This is the Buffalo Community Podcast.
Is this you
all
playing
about
the guitar?
Greatest small town
Absolutely.
in the USA.
Ukulele.
The people
Yeah,
in
the
it,
uke.
and
I
how it
gotta
all
have
works
short
together.
fingers.
Electric you.
Here are your hosts,
Absolutely.
Tyler Reiss and Mark Benzer.
Like we said, we're gonna just jump right into it.
Absolutely.
Some of you may know him. Some of them maybe don't, but you're gonna learn now on the 50, I believe it's 8th episode of the Buffalo Community Podcast.
50-something.
Yeah, we've got Bractson Siemens with us.
It's incredible. Thanks for having me. This is so cool.
Yeah. Well,
I've never been on a podcast like in my life ever.
Well, for
Till
our
now.
250,000 listeners, they'll be able to tell.
Yeah, no, they could tell for sure. For sure.
yeah. So Tyler and I, we talk, we kick things around, we text. And every now and then here I will say, hey, what do you think about so-and-so coming on the podcast? Let's do it. And
Keep going.
I think it was probably after one of, I always get a kick out of how you use social media.
Oh yeah.
And you get some good one-liners and some good inspirational stuff. But I think it was probably one of your Facebook posts where I sent Tyler a message. How about we get Bracston on? I think he'd be good on the podcast.
Oh man.
And
Yeah.
so we're happy to have you, and hopefully people that don't know you get a good chance to understand you a little bit and who you are.
Absolutely. I don't know if anyone understands. I don't even know if I understand myself.
Sure.
Like, if I'm being honest.
Well, maybe consider
Classic
this.
Bracston.
Yeah,
Classic
Bracston.
I'm weird, and I don't make a whole lot of sense sometimes, but...
Sure. What do you do?
Yeah. So that's a great question. I'm still trying to figure that out. No, I work at a church. I'm a youth and family director. That might not be familiar for some people. So it's like a youth pastor. So I work with like students, teens, and parents and families and stuff. Just kind of walking with them through life, help them learn about Jesus and the Bible. So like that's where I'm coming from. Kind of my worldview is a Christian worldview and stuff. So yeah, just walking with caring adults, like putting caring adults into the lives of teens and just walking with parents. Like I'm not a parent, but I can't imagine how there's so much of the time you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, and just getting parents connected to each other so they can kind of have a network.
As a parent of 3, I still don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just winging it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just winging it. Love you kids.
Why don't you tell us what church you work for?
Yeah, so I'm at Buffalo Free Church. So if you head on Highway 25 towards Monticello coming from Buffalo, you'll hit like a random cornfield and you'll see a church is there.
Yep.
And that's where I'm at.
That's where you do your thing. Is that it, prior to landing in Buffalo as the youth pastor? Where are you from and how did you end up here?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. So growing
I got a
up,
lot of good questions.
you do.
Yeah.
Mark's the man. He's the man. Growing up, my dad worked for Hy-Vee grocery stores. And so I was born in Iowa, but kind of in order to move up in that role of store director, you have to move to like different communities, different size communities. And so I was born in Ottumwa, Iowa, which is like southern Iowa. Then we moved to Rock Rapids, Iowa, which is like the northwest corner, and then Sioux Center, Iowa, which is also the northwest corner. And then I moved up to Watertown, South Dakota. And that's kind of where I grew up from 4th grade until I graduated high school. And then my parents moved to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And now my dad's retired and stuff. And my mom actually, today is her last day of like work. And so she is retiring. Yeah. Shout out to you, Mom, if you're watching this.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
Yeah,
I'm sure she is.
Congrats on the retirement 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, yeah.
The delay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
2 week delay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congrats
So-
to her on that.
So South Dakota is kind of where I'm from. You know, we have more cows than people. We have like 3.2 million cows and 800,000 people in the whole state.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a good ratio.
Yeah,
It's
not bad.
So my friends were cows.
Yeah.
That's a moving story.
Oh,
Heyo.
ooh, that is painfully good.
Yeah.
See, that's fatherhood right there.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Jokes. Yep. Absolutely.
So you graduate out in South Dakota and you go to college?
Yep. So growing up and stuff, my parents both, Christian people and wanted me to follow Jesus and stuff. And I didn't want to do that. So that wasn't my jam. And I wanted to go to school for meteorology at the University of Oklahoma. Grew up like storm chasing with my mom and stuff. It was pretty next level stuff. And just was fascinated with weather. And that's what I thought I wanted to do. You could make a lot of money, and but my parents were like, if we're going to help you with school at all in any way, shape, or form, you have to go to a year of like a Christian college, Bible college kind of place. And so I went to Northwestern in Roseville, and now it's called like the University of Northwestern in St. Paul. And just Jesus changed my life during that time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't really want to leave this place because I had just developed a lot of friends, could play golf and stuff because it's D3 is like, it's college golf, but it's not like
Right.
That's not
college
super
golf.
competitive.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
So, so I stayed there and just felt like God was kind of leading me to just walk with young people, especially young people are like, I don't know if this is for me, because that's kind of where I was at.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
I think it's a nice transition of how we met. Mm-hmm. And that was at the middle school. There's a mentorship group for students there. And
absolutely.
it's, so 2 years ago, I think was when we met for the first time, maybe?
It's
Two,
so
maybe
hard
three?
with COVID. It's like,
Yeah.
what
Let's
year
just
is
skip
it? Where
that
am
one.
I?
Right.
So maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But Thursday mornings, you get partnered
Yeah.
up with a student there, and kind of what we noticed is you're the youngest mentor there,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. I feel like there's some younger guys too. But yeah.
But
Yep.
students walking by, hey Bracston, and then you're calling them out by name and everything. Just
Yeah.
that draw in this world of kids don't exactly talk to adults very.
Yeah.
It's tough for them to open up, but
Yep.
as they're walking by, it's hey, you got the fist bumps, all that stuff. So that connection, I mean, you definitely have something there, and so we've been honored to actually get to know you a little bit better through that.
Yeah.
And
It's been so sweet.
see with
Like
them.
these two dudes just care so much about so many people. Like you guys are involved in so many things, and the community of Buffalo. Like before I moved here, I didn't know where Buffalo was, to be honest. And so just learning more, especially someone who's not a Buffalo native, to learn more about who Buffalo is and the people. It's just such a sweet community of gold, like just so many incredible people here, and you two are for sure cream of the crop.
Well, thank you.
Cheapers.
Thank you for the kind words.
They paid me to say that.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, yeah.
And for the Buffalo Community Podcast, I'm Tyler. Just kidding. We have a lot more to talk about here. But as we're talking, learning a little bit more about you, you were actually, I don't know if you're going to say kind enough or fun enough to bring in a game called BeanBoozled.
BeanBoozled.
Bean- Boozled.
Bean Boozled.
All right.
Yes.
Why don't you give a synopsis of what we're about to do here?
Yeah, so how I was introduced to this, I had some students from church. We were going up to retreat, and they're like, "Hey, Braxton, I got a jelly bean for you," and I'm like, pretty innocent. Okay, like, sweet. I like jelly beans. They're cool.
Right.
They're delicious. And I ate it, and it tasted like something had died in my mouth. Like, it was just so gross. And that's when I was introduced to Bea Boozled. And so there are so many different flavors, and it's like Russian roulette, but you survive, and it's just gross, nasty flavored jelly beans.
Mixed in with some tasty
good ones.
ones.
But I swear, I've only had like 2 or 3 that were good. And I've done this like a lot. Not the whole thing, like we don't have to go all the way through, but for sure a few rounds. So spin a little die.
Is there a winner and a loser in this game?
Everyone loses.
Everybody loses.
Yep.
I feel like this is a big winner for our viewers here.
Yeah, exactly. They are the ones who are winning.
Yeah.
by
Is this
seeing
something
us.
to
I
be
didn't
like
even think that I could ever be mad at Braxton. I wouldn't say I'm mad at Braxton right now, but
You're disappointed. That's worse, man.
yeah, I'm
As
just so disappointed.
Yeah.
As it's getting closer, I'm a little bit less excited about it. Like
Yeah,
when you brought it, I'm
it's-
like, oh, cool. But
It's
I'm
not
getting a little bit
something to
I'm
be
getting a little
excited
bit
about.
nervous here.
Yeah, it's not something to be excited about, but
Okay.
it's
All right,
something.
Round one.
Okay,
We'll
here
each
we
do
go.
one, and then
Yeah.
we'll take a break, and we'll come back to it.
All right.
Who's
Okay.
first?
I can just jump on
Tyler.
here. Okay.
I don't think you
Oh,
can spin
man.
for yourself.
No, I think you have to, don't you?
You have to spin for yourself? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mine landed on coconut or spoiled milk.
Ooh, both are terrible.
Oh,
I
there's
don't
no
like
winning one.
No, coconuts, almond joys. Ugh, not a fan.
All right, I'm ready.
For sure, coconut. Oh, don't puke on
Oh
me.
man, that's horrible. That's definitely spoiled milk.
All right, I'll go next. I'll let Mark kind of ruminate. All right, here we go. So I got buttery popcorn or rotten egg. I actually don't like popcorn either, but rotten egg sounds pretty.
so bad.
Is it a sniff test? It doesn't even smell. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
I've never had a rotten egg, but that's spot on. Like, I don't know who develops this, and I feel bad for the people who have to taste these to
yeah.
develop
Oh, my
the
gosh.
flavors.
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody
man.
does have to do that. And they would
It gets
say,
worse.
that is,
Over time, it gets way worse.
I tasted it initially. I'm like, I'm just gonna swallow this thing, put it out. You're chewing it.
Yeah,
You
no,
need to
you
put it out
gotta,
of its misery.
you
here.
gotta do it.
where did you spit yours?
I chugged some Gatorade. I was like,
Oh, you
I'm
just like it
It's like
taking
bad
a
medicine.
pill.
Yep.
All right. Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Berry blue. Do we all agree it's a berry blue? Oh, I'm
Or
fine.
toothpaste,
Yeah.
dude. That's like the best
Yep.
one.
I'll do that all day.
So
I
it's,
don't even care.
Yeah.
This one?
Yep.
Let's choose best.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
we got 3 bad ones right away. You know,
Toothpaste is probably like nice though. Is it
it's
nice?
like mint. It's like
You came in with gum, and I was kind of like, we just had lunch, and I was
Yeah.
like, kind of need a little
Yeah.
freshener.
And now you got it.
okay. Well,
All right, we can move on.
I don't think we can do one and done. I think you have to.
Yeah.
You have to do at least a second round.
keep going.
But as we're talking a little bit about this, I actually had a question of, you know, when you're talking with these kids, everything you're leading them.
Yeah.
What's your icebreaker? I mean, just to get kids to
icebreaker.
open up as I'm going to spin here.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. So I actually kind of have a hack. There's this icebreaker generator that I do,
Okay.
and so like I'll do that, and it'll give me like a random question, like if you could travel anywhere, where would you go? Stuff like that.
Sure.
And we do kind of like small groups. So like a caring adult, 2 caring adults will be in a small group with students based on gender and like grade and stuff. And so I always have like I try to find really weird ones, like not the vacation one, but more of like, would you rather like ride a dinosaur or like, ride a giraffe or something, something like just crazy weird like that. So, but yeah, typically we'll do like activities and stuff. So like this Sunday, it's 2 weeks, so it's weird because Easter's like coming up or whatever. So we're doing like an Easter egg hunt, and then I got like some Nerf bow things for like leaders to shoot at kids while they do like Easter egg hunt stuff. So it's kind of like just weird, fun stuff,
I found one.
Yeah, and it's got some zip. Like I feel like kids are gonna get hurt. It's
Right.
gonna be so fun.
It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what's not gonna be fun is me finding out if this is peach or barf.
Both are solid. Yeah, it's got to be barf, 100%. Oh yeah, I told you like I've never like. Oh yeah, yeah, that's bad.
Oh, that's so bad.
All
Do they
right.
even put good ones in here?
No, I don't think they do. Some of these are hard to like identify the difference. Is this one like the Tutti Frutti Stinky Sock one? Does that look like it? Or does it look like the birthday cake one?
Oh gosh, these are all horrible.
Or maybe this one. I think this one is it.
That one
one?
looked like birthday cake. That's probably the Tutti
Okay.
Frutti.
Yeah.
All right, so I spun Tutti Frutti or Stinky Sock. So here we go.
This is so bad.
What is Tutti Frutti? Is it like fruit punch?
I would
say fruit
I'd say
punch.
Fruit Loops is kind of what I was thinking.
Sure.
But I
not
wouldn't mind
stinky
this
sock.
one. I wouldn't mind this one.
Stinky sock.
Stinky Sock?
It's a lot better than barf.
Way better than barf.
Oh man.
I don't know. I feel like they're all really bad. This is Tutti Frutti.
Oh,
This is the first time I've ever had.
Congratulations.
Wow.
nice.
Caught on camera.
Yeah, that is
at
nice.
that.
That is actually good.
So-
That's what a jelly bean's supposed to taste like.
Yeah. Somebody from Bean Boozled is getting fired for putting a good one in there
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And somebody who really likes socks is like, no, that's what they taste like.
Yeah.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on,
maybe
Mark.
it is socks. I don't know.
I'm hope.
Ooh.
Toasted marshmallow or stink bug.
Stink bug.
Dun, dun,
ha, ha.
dun.
Please be stink bug. I mean, no, for real. Toasted marshmallow. That's nice. Summertime vibe.
Yeah. It's like
Weather's
sitting
warmer.
around a campfire.
Absolutely.
Do it. Just do it. Oh, I still have the taste in my mouth.
Marshmallow.
Really? Toothpaste marshmallow.
I
This
got
is
out
like-
so easy.
This is nice. Absolutely.
I think we've played enough bamboozled.
I got like the worst of like you could get. I
Yeah.
think. Spoiled milk and barf. Ugh.
Yeah.
Nasty. Hey,
Not things you want to eat.
I'd like to say thanks for bringing us in.
Yeah, so that's my gift to you guys.
Oh,
so
wow.
You can go and share it with your kids or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And,
play with this. I'm totally gonna play this with the kids.
Yeah, let me
Watch
know.
for the video.
Let me know how it goes.
Watch for the video.
Yeah, use it in some helpful way for sure.
So Mark touched on it earlier. Is your dry sense of humor? It's just something that I absolutely love, and some of them are all natural Bracston comments.
Yeah.
and some of them you just it's if you don't know them and if you think you see something from Bracston, it seems like, well, that's weird. It's definitely a joke.
Yeah.
It's definitely a joke.
Yeah.
So go follow him if you're not friends with him on social media. One of the reasons I asked you, what are those icebreakers and what are the weird ones? We've got a list of questions here, and I'm
Nice.
glad you said you picked the really weird ones.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. Imagine a penguin walks through that door right there,
Okay.
right now,
Visualizing it in my mind.
wearing a sombrero. What does he say and why is he here?
Oh my goodness. What does he say and why is he here? I feel like he would come in and he would accidentally be at the wrong place. He would be like, "Hey, is this the quinceañera for my niece?" And then it's like, "No, this is a podcast. Get out of here,"
Well, see you later.
All right. I feel like it has because I don't know why you would I feel like it would be like a stumbling upon oh, this is the wrong
Yeah.
this is the wrong room. I don't know if you guys have had that happen before. Like
The weird
it'd be
thing wasn't
weird.
that he walked in. It was he was in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Not the fact.
No,
that
not
friends-
no. I see that all the time.
Somebody would have, yeah.
Penguins.
I love
What is it like Billy Madison where they
Yeah.
had the penguin
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
You again.
Yeah. That whole movie
love
is
that
just
answer.
Yeah.
just so weird. Like the
Yeah.
idea of it is so
I was
weird.
kind of thinking after you read the question, I was like, Tyler, that's not even fair. Like,
I think it's great.
but
What would you say?
oh,
to that one?
I wouldn't have been able to come up with anything that good.
Oh, really?
I would have said something like, I can't think of anything right now. So, yeah, it would have been.
I think we've tried to off the air come up with some answers to these
Oh,
things.
yeah.
And it's
Where
like,
did you find the question?
It's
We wrote them. We wrote them.
all of them.
You wrote them.
Yes.
Original,
Yeah.
100%. If you guys need icebreakers,
Yeah.
if you're a teacher,
We
you
didn't
need
Google it.
icebreakers,
We didn't Google
hit
it.
these guys up. They got penguins for days up in here
Absolutely.
in sombreros. You guys do you own a sombrero?
I
no,
don't.
I don't. A captain's hat is about the
Oh,
most,
okay.
and a
Yeah.
cowboy hat.
That's cool.
So
Yeah, I definitely don't have one. I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
you
my
got a
mom
sweet-
has one.
Braxton hat that you've got on here.
Yeah. So my sister's a flight attendant, and she flies around all over the place. And she was in LAX, and she came across the hat, and she's like, "I thought of you immediately. Like I like wearing flat bill hats and stuff." And she's like, "It looks like your name." So it's Bractson is like the brand.
Yeah.
But it looks like my name. My name doesn't have an X, but
Right. I thought it was just like, oh. One of the questions on there is on a scale of 1 to 10, how cool are you? And I'm like,
-5.
this is at least
As
up
cool
to
as a
an 9.
penguin walking into a room with a sombrero.
Yeah.
This isn't
Not
my
supposed to
niece's
be there.
quinceañera. Oh, sorry, fellas.
Ooh. Yep.
Adios.
Somehow it's
Yeah.
got to be a quinceañera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sombrero. Yeah. The whole idea of like, man, how did the penguin? But there's like penguins that are like South Africa.
Tropical.
Yeah,
penguin.
which is weird.
I always
Like, I
won-
just can't picture that in my head. Like I always think of like Antarctica, whatever,
Right.
penguins.
They have penguins at the Como Zoo, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah, but I don't think they're natural ones.
Right. I always. What's a natural penguin?
They're not native to
Native.
Minnesota. I knew what you were saying.
Yeah.
I was
Right.
like, yeah, they didn't just like,
They're
show
our
up.
robots.
Hey,
But I never would have thought they could survive anywhere near a climate like this.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're like outside, or like
Right.
they're not in like their own little segment, like area that's
it's-
like cold and stuff. It's like,
Right.
they're like running around having a good time.
Right. Adaptable animals.
Yeah. It's like, man, I should be like more like a penguin,
I think we all
flexible.
should.
Suspense is killing me.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kind of nervous. You guys were nervous about being boozled. I'm nervous about these questions. I can just feel it.
Well, for anybody else that hasn't, as Mark is identifying that, there's birthday cake or dirty dishwasher. What's the worst one you've had?
Oh, I feel like all of them are so bad. The dead fish one is really bad.
Oh, yeah. That sounds hateful.
I feel like that's the worst because it's like, so I'm someone who doesn't like canned tuna. Like I think it's the most disgusting thing on the face of the earth. Like the smell of it, like if someone's having a tuna sandwich, like you can smell it from like 8 blocks away. And then the taste, like the consistency, it's like, hey, here's some already chewed food for you to just eat and
Throw some
enjoy.
mayonnaise in there.
Like, yeah, it's just so gross. And so I think and I love fish, but like just canned tuna is awful. And so it reminds me of canned tuna, but like worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
What is your biggest addiction?
Wow, biggest addiction? Probably greasy food. I feel like I've said this to like 18 people in the past like 2 weeks. 18 is very specific. Not sure if it's actually
Right.
18. But
Keeping track.
I'm like, I want to try to eat healthier, so I can like just live longer maybe, I don't know. And then like there's just something in you that just calls you to places. So like the Little Caesars like $5 lunch thing, deep dish pizza, and you get a free like Mountain Dew or whatever with it. It just calls me. It's just like Bracston, come here.
Yeah.
Got a deal for you.
$5.
$5.35 with tax. So yeah, I like the taste of healthy food, but greasy food is probably my addiction. I'm dating a girl, and she's amazing. Her name's Jenna. Shout out to Jenna if you're watching. You will be watching because I'll share it with you. But she's trying to get me to eat healthy and stuff too. And she's like, we're in it together, right? I'm like,
He laughs nervously.
Yeah.
But I love greasy food. So that's probably, and then I enjoy like playing golf and stuff. I don't know if it's an addiction though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say greasy food. Yeah.
Golf is your hobby?
Yeah, I love golf. Golf and hunting are probably like two hobbies that I have. I don't really hunt in Minnesota. I go back to South Dakota to do that with some high school friends and stuff. And then I love watching college football. So the Oklahoma Sooners, my jam. My dad's from Oklahoma originally. Grew up watching those games and stuff, and so we get into it.
I always wondered why you were such an Oklahoma Sooner fan.
Yeah,
now I know.
That's why. It's not because it's close to here, or anything like that. Yeah, it's for sure. Just grew up watching with my dad and stuff.
The Sooners.
Yeah, good memories for sure.
Yeah. Well, as we're kind of coming up to the end of it, if there's a message that you want to leave with the community of Buffalo, or in general, just people, well, all 250,000 of our listeners, what would that message be? What's the last thing you want to say to them?
Yeah, have fun. Like, life is short. Enjoy it. Care about the people that are around you. Check in with people. This is a tough year for a lot of people, especially students. So if you're a parent, like, go do something fun with your kid, especially when like stuff is like really open, and like go make some fun memories. Go do some fun things, like go camping, go up to the Boundary Waters, go karting. Like, it might push you a little bit, but do something like your kid enjoys with them. Like, just spend some time. If it's Fortnite, if it's, like play, like teach me a game. Like, you might not even know what a controller is, but that'll blow your kid away. Like, that you care enough. So I feel like that would be a huge, just hang in there, have fun, love the people around you, and just embrace the community too. Like, we've had so many tough things happen, and it's been cool to see just Buffalo strong and just the community band together. Just incredible.
Sure. And if somebody had questions about the free church, or questions about youth ministry, or somebody struggling with something, can they reach out to you? Is there a way to get in touch with you?
Absolutely. You can go to buffalofree.org, find my contact info. Find me on Facebook. If you like weird, you might want to unfriend me instantly.
Give it a chance.
This is too weird.
I'm gonna pulse them up while you're signing.
It's I'm always here. Like, I would love to chat with you. I love just getting to know people. Like, it's probably my favorite part of my job is just the relational aspect. And so if you're someone who would love to get coffee or something like that and just touch base, like, I have my kids struggling with anxiety, depression, whatever, and I don't know how to talk with them about that or navigate that. Like, I would love to talk with you and even resource you. Like, we have amazing middle school, high school, elementary schools here, principals that are like next level that just care so much about the kids, and so they're there for you too. So just take it, and other churches, like so many great churches here in Buffalo, and organizations, and Timber Bay, like there's just oodles and oodles of resources for you. So you're not alone in this journey of life. And yeah, I'd love to chat anytime.
Cool.
I didn't have to scroll very far. I put a potato in the microwave and pushed the pizza button. When the timer went off, it was still just a potato.
Still mad about that. Yeah.
That is the worst.
People said I need a different microwave. But microwaves aren't cheap.
You need a different kind of potato. I think
it's got to be. Maybe it was a russet, so maybe I gotta
try a red one.
Yeah, try a red potato or a sweet potato, and that'd be so good.
Oh, that's awesome, Bracston. Thanks for coming in. Glad to see you again.
Yeah, thank
really
you so
appreciate
much
it
for having me. Yeah, love being here, you guys.
For the Buffalo Community Podcast, I'm Tyler Reiss.
I'm Mark Benzer.
I'm Bractson Siemens.
What up?
What up?